there. Winning the future doesn't quite do it.
Mark McKinnon, what's your take on Ruth Marcus's op-ed?
I agree. I think we have a real crisis in leadership, and I think, you know, if you're going to be president, you should be there to make the really bold decisions. We had a big press conference yesterday with supporters from No Labels across the country who called for everybody to be at the table and everything on the table. Part of the problem that we have is not just with our leadership in Congress, but leadership of the constituency organizations. So we've called for a debate or discussion on your show between Tea Party and Move On, because they've been intransigent too, and they're holding the elected officials hostage. So we think it'd be great between now and March 18th, which is the next ceiling on the budget negotiations, for representatives of those groups to come onto your party to talk about where they're willing to talk about these issues and make bold decisions.
You know, Mark, it's something we picked up during the health care debate. You talked to so many politicians quietly who said, I want to do a deal on health care with the other side, but I can't, because these constituency groups that you're talking about, and also websites and cable news channels. There's a lot of chatter out there that spooks politicians into actually doing deals that are good for this country. I suspect the same could happen with the budget.
Well, I agree, and if we're going to ask our elected officials to be responsible, let's ask those groups to be responsible too. Let's ask them to come to the table. Let's ask them to put everything on the table. And when they do, that'll send a signal that it's okay for the elected officials for us to get together, talk to one another, make some progress on these big issues.
What do you think about the Where's Waldo analogy from Ruth Marcus with the Washington Post? Do you think the president needs to be more forthcoming on Afghanistan, on the budget, on entitlements, on defense cuts?
I think that's inside the Beltway criticism. I think the president's done a whole lot better than he did in his first 2 years since Election Day. I really do. Is it perfect? No, but are we on the right trajectory? I think we are. I actually think Mark's got a great idea. I think it'd be a terrific idea to get somebody from the Tea Party and somebody from Move On. Here's the problem. When you are having these battles, you've got to have somebody inside each group who's going to tell the other group, okay, enough already, we're going to make a deal here. And so it's not that there's a lot of leadership on either side. I mean, for Mitch McConnell to be running around saying we're going to get, you know, President Obama out of here after one term, that is not the function of the Republican leadership. And I'm sure we have plenty of things on our side that we haven't been done right either. You've got to have somebody with the strength to tell their own people, look, we're going to make a deal here, guys, and you're going to come along with it whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
All right.
Agreed?
I actually think he's gotten a lot done. I would agree more with Howard than with you on this.